another episode of Whatnot Garage. Today we're going to be working back on the Dodge today. I know I was going to say I was going to start working on the C10. I know it's kind of put on the back burner and stuff like that, but I got a buddy of mine who wants his brake calipers painted. So it doesn't seem like a very hard job, you know, painting cars, welding, stuff like that. And brake calipers don't seem very hard, but it's also good to have a tutorial on how to do things and how to do it correctly and how not to do it correctly. So today I watched a few videos myself just to see. Like I said, I watch YouTube all the time, kind of get your inspirations from them. I see one guy use regular paint on his brake calipers. He said he's been doing it since he's been 16. The guy's like 30 something years old now. He never had a problem with it. So we're gonna test his theory. I do have caliper paint, by the way. I'm gonna show you what I have, but this is the kind of paint that he used, made for wood, metal, and stuff like that. It's gonna be a bright red, kind of to match the car. Buddy wants his bright red. Also bought some black. I'm gonna try to do something with the black on the calipers too. Try to do like a little design and stuff on it, kind of make it look kind of cool. So what he did was grinded the calipers. Not really grinded, but it kind of used a poker, wire poker like this. Kind of get any surface rust or anything off. He did have sandpaper. Didn't see him use any sandpaper. I think that there is going to be sufficient enough to scuff what we need to scuff. It's not really a big project. If something should happen to where the paint chips off, you can always just take the wheel back off and respray it and stuff like that. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, I know my camera doesn't go from. I need to figure out how to make it go light to dark. I do have caliper paint here, which I'll probably end up using on his. It's still going to be red, but I want to try his theory on this one. So let me get the wheels off. I'm gonna do 2 wheels at a time. I'm gonna work on the driver's side first, because the calipers don't touch anything but the rotors. So I'm not really worried about painting them and then waiting for them to dry enough to put the wheel back on. Once I get them coated, I'll show you what they look like. You know, I'll do the process. We'll put the wheel back on this, the wheels back on this side, jack up the other side. I kind of don't want to put this car on jack stands, because last video y'all saw that I did the control arms. Had it aligned, drives great. Not really no issues with it. Drives straight now. Wheels aren't pigeon-toed out. So let me get this thing jacked up and everything on the wheels taken off. That way we can kind of get things started. As you can see, I got the wheels off. Everything looks almost new in here. It's a little dirty and everything, but the upper and lower control arm have been changed out for the rear. Everything else seems to be okay. I mean, the sway bar may have a little hiccup here and there for the bushings, but I hit this with brake clean, which is not going to get it all clean. He used hand sanitizer once he got done buffing it. I'm just going to use the brake clean just to blow the stuff off before I paint it. Also, I kicked the wheel out, or in, should I say, so I can get kind of both sides. I'm not going to be doing a lot of, you only can see so much. Like the wheels, you're only going to see like here and here whenever the wheels on the car. So there's I'm not going to do anything on the back sides of this one and the rear. I just want it to where you can see. I mean, technically I can get it all painted like that, but you're only going to see like this, and maybe partial of this here on the top. I'm going to tape all these bolts and everything off. This is all going to be covered. I should paint this, but I don't think I will. I just want to get y'all a little tutorial on just the brake calipers. So let's see what we get started on this thing and get this one knocked out. Like I said, we're gonna do like ins and outs projects, in and out, and all this stuff. Hopefully the camera don't get too hot by the time we get done doing what we're doing. Like I said, this is going to scratch it up too. You may not be able to get in between like all these grooves and stuff. So you may need a hand sand, that kind of stuff. Like I'm not really worried about the bottom. Just enough for where the paint's going to touch. You're not going to look under the wheel, look at the caliper. Get y'all closer. be careful when you do that so you don't hit no lines or anything like all these bushings. You don't hit all that. Like I said, it's blowing dust and everything on everything, but once I hit it with the brake cleaner, it'll clean it up. I'm gonna have to get in here with sandpaper and get all that and all these like inside corners and stuff like that. But like I said, majority of stuff I want to get painted, it's just gonna be the stuff you're gonna see, like this outside rim, this big caliber here, you know, just the mount. So, and I got all day to do this, so that's why I'm kind of doing this side first, because I got, when I spray that primer on there, once the primer sets, I want to try to get some tape on there. I'm gonna try to put some stripes on here, some black stripes, the Dodge stripes on it, kind of make it look different. If I see that the paint's not going to cooperate, I'll just go just painting it red. It's all about the preference. He couldn't pick if he wanted to do red or purple on his car. His car is black. So I'm not going to tell him what to put on his car. So I told him just to pick a color, and we'll go from that, and he just going with red. So that's why we're going red on this one. Well, not that, but the car is pretty much red, and there's no point of putting a different color on this. The rims are black, so there's no point of painting them black to match the rims. So paint them to stand out. But painting your brakes doesn't do anything for the performance of the brakes. It just makes them look better. That's it. They're gonna be the factory brakes, factory pads, everything. It's just gonna be painted. Just something that makes your car look a little different, a little better. And it is hot. The perfect day for spraying because it's warm. This paint's not going to take long to dry. I gotta use some Scotch-Brite and actually be better than that sandpaper will. You don't want it to get too rough. Watch it a lot. Like I got the brake line right there, just be careful. I'm gonna tape these off. I'm not getting any paint on anything that needs to be greased or bled. Let me get some brake cleaning, see what it's gonna look like when I spray it off. Like I said, I don't want to make it a long video, not a drawn out process. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. All right, so let me get some scrub pads and scrub them between all those pieces. All right, so we got them taped off as best as we can. I know I'm about to say something that's gonna be contradicting, but try to make sure all your loose ends are kind of taped up too. I ain't worried about wasting tape. It's just tape. You don't want the wind to blow this stuff up, and then they get all over your caliber. And then now you got blotched paint. As you can see, I taped everything else right here off. I'm not really worried about all this because I'm not going to get to that. I did use a green pad. Try to get in between here because you don't want to get anything on your plunger for your caliber. So we're going to use primer. It's going to be a flat gray primer. Just going to dust it on there. You don't want to go too thick with it. This one here sprays kind of thick, actually. But you want to kind of go thin first, and then come back with another coat, just so you can get it covered. You don't want to get it on the boots because the boots, that paint's going to make them dry, and then you're going to be replacing all this crap. So try to like get in here where the piston and all is, kind of keep it from bounce around. See, this is going to be a problem. See already, but it's gonna be all right because it's on the front. Well, if we have to touch it up, we'll touch it up. Like I said, this is just to kind of make it, just give it, this is cosmetic. There's nothing here that does anything for your brakes. All these guys, Honda Civics and all, put thousands of dollars of accessories, and the car still only has 100 horsepower. So nothing's gonna change between the braking. Actually, one coat might be good enough. So we're gonna have to let this stuff dry. It's pretty hot outside, like 90 degrees. It may rain. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it holds out. But I want to get at least this side recorded so I can show y'all what I'm doing. And, hold on. I need 2 freaking hands. I got all my cans up on top of this trash can because the trash can gets hot in the sun. That way the paint stays warm. Easier to spray. You don't have to worry about it clumping and stuff like that. I'm gonna see how this primer is gonna do when I go to spray the black. I'm gonna do the black lines next. Actually, let's see if we can find this. Actually, it might be in the house. Yeah, let's go in the house. I ain't been in the house in a minute. I know it's going light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. We'll get that time to dry. I'll be. I want to see if I got that pinstriping tape. So I'm definitely gonna need that pinstriping tape. I need some light. It's too dark. Too dark. Oh man. In the house, look at all this junk food. I go to the gym almost as soon as I can, but look at all that. Honey buns and cookies, all kind of stuff, man. Boom, found it. Score. Oh, you gotta have your honey buns and your cookies, man. How else are you supposed to gain weight? Lactose intolerant, you can't take protein. So yeah, we'll see how long it takes for this to dry. I may get my heat gun out and kind of warm it up. Hey, Walls. And try to speed up the process. You don't want to get to it. You don't want to hit that with the heat too much, because then it's going to end up causing the paint to shrink, and then you can get ripples and stuff in it, and you don't want that. It shouldn't take long for that to dry, but like I said, I'm gonna see if I can get my heat gun, and then we'll go from there. I'm trying to speed up this process because of the weather. So let me go get this stuff done. So I was gonna do the black line on it, kind of like they have on the other Chargers and everything like that. But I think with the black wheels, you're not gonna really see it that well. Even with this red being as bright as it is, watch. I think it's better just to, I think we're just gonna coat them red. I'm gonna do a light coat on this one real quick, and then we'll move to the front. I think the red itself is just gonna accent it a lot better than if we try to do all that fancy stuff with the black and everything like that. Like I said, I'm just gonna kind of just dust it on, let that get tacky, and then we'll come back with another coat. I think the guy put like 3 coats on his. Be very gentle when you're spraying around your car. You don't want like any overspray. My car is dirty right now, which is good because it's gonna kind of keep, even if it does get some on it, I can wash it off with the dust that's still on the car. Like I said, just kind of just take your time. Make sure you get everything that you want to be able to see from the side of the car, especially if the wheels are on it. Like the backside, like I said, I ain't really worried about, because you can't really see it. But since I sanded all this, I kind of want to hit all this. Go over it, look at it, kind of see where you might miss some spots. But yeah, see, just dust it on. I mean, look how much better that looks than they did before. I'm gonna give that another 20 minutes. I'll put another coat on it, and then I'll clean the wheels over here inside and out. You can't put dirty wheels back on a car when you're trying to show how you're doing your brake calipers. The red actually matches the car, which is weird. This is I'm sorry I didn't get to tell y'all what it was. It's a gloss apple red. So that's what I'm using, is a gloss apple red. So I'm gonna let that flash. Once it flashes and everything like that, we'll go ahead, I'll put another coat on it. I think I may just do, if it covers really well with 2, I'll just put 2. We'll take everything off of it, throw the wheels back on so we can kind of show you what it looks like. And then I'm not gonna record the other side because it's just rinse and repeat like the last video. We'll knock this side out, and then we'll do a whole walk around the entire car with all the calipers painted. So let me wait for this stuff to flash. So I got done with the car. Wasn't that bad. So like I said, the reason why I'm doing it is I can't wait to get my new car pilot. I need the one that moves with me, so you can follow me. Excuse my voice. Anyway, the reason why I got the hood up on this thing, I'm gonna show y'all some things. But anyway, like I said, the reason why I did that, I wasn't gonna do a video, but like I said, I want to make sure I can do that, even though I did. Y'all see me do other projects that came out pretty good, like painting this one here. Cam grease that I did all myself. It hasn't flaked, it hasn't peeled. Nothing's flaked, nothing's peeled, nothing's faded. So I just want to kind of keep doing the same things that I'm doing. That way I get better at it. And, even though they're just brake calipers, I was kind of leery on doing them because I don't really trust some of the paints they got. That paint came out really, really good. Like I said, I'm gonna ask him if he wants to use the same paint or if he wants to actually use the caliper paint. If he wants the caliper paint, I got a can of caliper paint. I don't remember if I showed y'all in the video that to mention. Anyway, that being said, I just want to bring y'all in here and show y'all some stuff. I'm probably gonna get the key for it real quick and see if it'll actually start. But that's the 6-volt coil that I changed out, and then the distributor's down here, way down there. So I put a new cap on it. Like I said, this wire here, it's the old style that has like the it doesn't have like the, I guess you call it the boot style, where it goes around like the top of a spark plug. It actually, it's like a nipple where it actually just sticks in there and it makes contact. Well, for some reason with the new cap, I don't know if because it's a newer cap or whatever like that, you have to kind of like push hard for it to go in, and it doesn't want to stay. Also, I manufactured this. I'm gonna try to get y'all as close as I can so you can see it. So the choke kept giving me trouble with this car. So I took a piece of metal, scrap metal right here, and made it to where it holds the choke at a certain degree. That way it keeps it running good. Like I said, I haven't started this in a couple days. I'm gonna get the key to see if it's actually start. I forgot that I actually filmed the fuel pump, so that's why I'm not going to show you the fuel pump. I've already, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch that video. Pretty entertaining. So let's see what's going to start. Pump's grabbing fuel. I'm guessing. Let's see. There it goes. I can catch fuel now. I was just not in gear. I'll run y'all over. You start up on first try. Yeah, no fuel not coming into it. Sorry if I'm gonna run you over. When I first installed everything, I just barely tapped the key, kind of like the 94. Barely tapped the key, and it fired right off. You can still kind of hear that little boom, 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 boom. That's the wire from the coil. Like I said, I may just take a spark plug wire, a short one, and kind of like I did with these here. All I did was for the cap, I cut the boots short to where they actually fit the cap. So I may do that with this one. Just cut the boots short, that way they fit all the way in, and it has a snugger fit. I mean, she runs. I think I'm going to have to eventually change the thermostat on it, and I think it's running hot. I'm going to try a little drill deal where you drill a hole in the thermostat. She runs, man. She runs. She's good. That being said, oh, let me show y'all something. I'm gonna bring it out here so y'all can see it. It's in here. But somebody told me to check the fuel tank on that diesel truck, the 94. I don't know why I didn't do it, but so I got some hose and that pump that I used to pump out this truck, and I pumped it into here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it comes out on the camera. Look at all that grass and hay, and so that's in the fuel tank. So now I got to try to find a drum or something to pump. I mean, the projects are just starting to stack up. I really would like to get that running. If that's what the case is, if the sock's getting clogged or the pickup tube's getting clogged on this tank, that's what's keeping it from running, that'd be awesome. I can go back to driving the truck again and save miles on this one. So since this is the actual video, I'm just rambling on that other stuff, but I wanted to show you all this stuff. A lot of people commented, stated I need to start showing more stuff, so I wanted to show you that I did over there. Like I said, I did the fuel pump in the other video. Eventually when I get a drum, I'm gonna pump that out. So this is what they look like. They came out really good. Now I did get some paint on the rotor. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. I did get some paint on the rotor a little bit, and I just took the Scotch-Brite pad with some brake clean and cleaned it up. I mean, it looks really good. So now will it last? Only time's gonna tell. I mean you can't beat that. So I'm gonna show y'all the car from a distance, and I want y'all to look at the wheels. So when I bought the car, I noticed that the one of the wheels was faded. I guess it came from another car. I don't know if it's from this car or if the coating just went bad on it. So I mean, for right now, I mean, that one looks really, really faded now, and that one looks really, really shiny. So I mean, I'm gonna bring you out close so you can see that caliper too. I did up, sides, everything. I even covered the bolts, so you can still see the brass bolts and all that stuff like that. It looks really, really clean. I don't even know if this thing's got spots on the lens. Anyway, so this one was the one that was faded, not this one. This one's actually clean. Well, not clean, but it's clean enough. This is a good wheel. All three wheels are good. This one was the one that was faded. And as you can see, it's really shiny. So as I was doing these brake calipers in between coats, I sanded that wheel down. I sanded the wheel down. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I guess OCD, whatever it is, it didn't look right, and I got tired of it looking faded. I got to where it looked shiny, just put some clear coat on it, and it was fine, but it just kept coming off and it was fading. So I sanded the wheel down. That's why I had that spot over there on the concrete. So I sanded the wheel down, got it smooth as I can. See the black spot right there? So, and I put 2 coats of primer. Since I had the black paint, I went ahead and painted the wheel black, and that way they can all look shiny like these. Like I said, I got the car because I didn't have anything else to drive, but here we are. I'm really starting to grow attached to this car. It's really cool. It gets really good gas mileage, and it seems like a very fun project. There ain't much more I can really change on it. I want to change on it. Tinted windows is probably gonna be the only thing left to do, but I painted that wheel. It's got, like I said, 2 coats of primer, 3 coats of black, 3 coats of clear. I put that crystal clear on it, and it's, I mean, I can see my reflection as I'm walking by the wheel. Now it does still have some road rash and stuff. I'm not gonna grind all that down to where it's smooth, just to mess it up. So anyway, my buddy Johnson, he's gonna be coming here tomorrow. I'm not gonna be filming his car because it's gonna be the same thing I did today. Yeah, it's bright. It's gonna be the same thing as I did today. I'm gonna go ahead and just post this one tonight. That way I have some content, some more content. Like I said, difficulty 1 to 10, a 2. Like I said, I put brake clean on it to get the dust off. Used a little wire wheel to get all the, to rough it up and get most of the stuff off. Stuff you can't get to, get your Brillo pad with some brake clean. Just kind of scratch it up. If you want to use some sandpaper, I wouldn't go no higher than probably 320. I mean, if you really want to scratch it, if it's really bad, if you need to get it off, I'd use a grinder or whatever that. But wire wheel, that little wire wheel I had, Scotch-Brite, brake clean, a couple rolls of tape, some plastic if you got it, or if you, whatever you're going to use, a sheet, whatever, to cover everything up underneath it. I put 2 coats of primer. First coat's a light coat, second coat's a medium heavy. I waited about 20 minutes in between each. Light coat of red, but then 3 coats. So I did with light coat, and a medium coat, and then I did the same thing the other guy did. He put a heavy coat, almost to the point where it's almost running. You don't want it to run, but like he said, if it runs, you can't see it's still behind the wheel. But I didn't want it to run. I wanted it to actually look professional. It seemed to work. Like I said, I'm gonna wait to see. Maybe in future videos we'll come back to it so we can see what it looks like after driving it a few hundred miles. If it fades, if the brake dust gets on it, it won't come off. I'm not gonna drive it until tomorrow, so it's just gonna sit there and let it dry all day. I mean, it's like you see, it's my second shirt. It's like 90-something degrees. Anyway, so that's gonna do it for this episode of What Now Garage. Hopefully we can get on to some better projects. Like I said, I gotta wait for a drum. I think I got somebody coming to bring me a drum so we can pump that one out, and then we can start working on it. Really need to get back on the C10. I need to get the C10 out of the shop, but we may go back to working on that Mustang too. I mean, we got projects out the yin yang. That car I'm not dealing with no more. Once I get that wire, it's good to go. This one should be finished except for tinted windows, which I'm not doing, so I might as well do it for me. So that's going to do this episode of What Now Garage. Remember always to like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate the new subscribers. We're up to 61. I didn't think I was going to get to 61. I wouldn't even think I was going to get up to 50. But I appreciate everybody who watches. And hopefully we can get more subscribers to where we can get more content and more projects. So, and my phone's doing whatever it wants to do. So until next time, remember, get out there and do your projects. See y'all later.